Okay, here are all the ingredients you need. The watermelon, or pastèque in French, and 2 melons. A bowl. That bowl wouldn't be big enough if I was going to cut all the melons in one go, but I'm only going to do a third or something like this. So this is my recipe for melon and watermelon cubes. Always a grand success, especially when the weather's very hot, when you bring it out onto the terrace and it's been cooled in the fridge and it's a very hot day. Now if you notice, today it's not a very hot day, it's raining. But as I'm preparing this for another day, when it will be boiling hot, this is the best time to do it. Okay. Pause while I cut the melon. Okay, so I've cut the melons, and I've cut a segment out of the watermelon, which is from Valencia in Spain, and it says it's without pips. Now let's see what that means. I think it means not many pips anyway. So my first job is going to be to scoop out the seeds from the sweet melons, and then I'll start cubing. Pause while I do that. In my recipe I always do more of the watermelon, and I've done fill the basin or the pot with, or the bowl with the watermelon. You can see the sweet melon. I've cut that inside its shell. I've got the last few cubes. They're about inch or 3 centimeters by 3 centimeters cubes. That's the ideal thing. People can eat with their fingers, or with a cocktail stick. Doesn't really matter. So I'm going to mix this all up now, and we're well on our way. I haven't used very much of the big watermelon, and I've still got the other half of the sweet melon. For reasons I can't explain, I usually put more watermelon than sweet melon, but that's it. Okay, on to the next stage. The cubing is easier if you cut the melons into inch or 3 centimeter wide slices in the first place. They're already cubed on one side, so then it's only a case of making the cross cuts. It's not an exact science, so it doesn't really matter. The only thing to watch out for with the sweet melons is to avoid the temptation to cut too close to the rind, to the green. There's a kind of a hard white shell just inside the rind, so you have to cut slightly away from that, because that's slightly hard on the tooth. It takes away a little bit of the pleasure. Okay, so now for the final stage. Let's put it all together. Okay, finished. Ready to go in the freezer now, or the fridge, just so it's nicely chilled. Now imagine if you were coming back, you had a party of people coming back from playing tennis or cycling or from the beach, and it's a hot, practically beastly hot day. You put this on the terrace and they devour it. Now one of the secrets is the lovely colour combination, and the possibility to sort of decide once and for all whether you prefer watermelon or melon. In fact, you'll find you like both. I have a particular preference for watermelon because for recovering from sports, or it's full of liquid, vitamins, minerals and sugars. Absolutely ideal before or during or after sport. So there you are. Put this in the fridge just to chill it down a little bit. Or serve it straight away, it doesn't matter. And you can see I've still got most of the watermelon left for another day. And it's still raining here in France.